Hello everyone, welcome to the next episode of Let's Play Gloomhaven Early Access. My name is Gavar and I've abandoned the only person I could really talk to, so I will speak to the game and pretend everything is fine. So in the last episode we've dealt with some bandits. Now we will head to the Shadowfield Manor. It's probably a store or hub. So we've get major healing potion and some XP and also gold. So first thing to do would be to equip this major healing potion by Arscandriel, since she is a little bit more squishy than Craigheart. And let's level up her first. So we've got one card to pick. It's either Flintlock, which allows us loot as a primary action and get some powerful and with nice range attack, but one use only. The other option is Duelist Advance, which is basically better version of our other card, and so move and attack. And the bottom part, the secondary ability, is +2 attack to all your attacks this round, targeting enemies adjacent to none of their allies, which might be quite handy as well. And with initiative of 16, this is my favorite so far. And the last one is Hidden Daggers, which is range attack with some quite nice stats. So 4 power, range 3 and 2 targets and +2 XP, but it is one use only, and invisibility. But I already made my mind. I will pick this duelist card and I will try to incorporate it in our deck for sure. So I could get rid of this Quick Hands, which has pretty low initiative and it's a weaker version of this Duelist Advance, so this will be easy, I think. And now for the Craigheart. The Craigheart has only 2 cards to choose. This is either Explosive Punch, so destroy 1 adjacent obstacle, attack 4, target all enemy adjacent to the destroyed obstacle. This is one time only, infuses earth, gives 2 XP and has some nice movement. The other card is Blunt Force, which is 4 strength attack, but if we've got earth infused, we've got +4, so this is 8 damage card. I already love this one. 21 initiative is nice as well. Move and retaliate is okay. So let's see if we've got anything we want to replace with this Blunt Force. And also I'll take a quick look at our other discarded cards, because I might have changed my mind on some of them. So I'm thinking about getting rid of this backup ammunition and get this blunt force. And since we don't have uh, range attack buffs now, maybe there are other nice abilities, but let's keep it like this, I think. So let's see the servants' quarters. So we might buy Wand of Darkness, which might be useful for our Scandriel with other cards. We got Black Sensor during your turn model all enemies within range 2 is nice as well. And we've got Nightblade, so during your melee attack, minus darkness to get +2 attack to a single attack. So this is quite nice set. And let's see what we've got here. I do like this black sensor. Let's see if we've got anything to sell. We've got this Wand of Brilliance, which I'm happy to sell. Minor Power Potion and Eagle Eye goggles, so those would be sold for sure. And if I buy this black sensor, I don't want to get rid of this major healing potion, but I might sell this minor power. So yeah, I will buy this one and equip it for our break heart. And let's see what the darkness cards were. So we've got this smoke bomb, which makes Scandriel invisible and double the value of the next attack. Also, this is the pull card. And the other darkness card was Sinister Opportunity, which has attack 3, +2 for each of your allies adjacent to the target, which would be +1 at most, and +2 with darkness. They are not very spectacular, and I'm not planning on using them right now, but I think I will buy both of those items anyway. And just keep them that way. They are useless right now, but I am just keep them. So let's leave the manor, and now we've got some roads to choose from, but we will go to this bloodbath barrow and hope we will kill the bandits over there. Probably there would be some adventure. No adventures on the way. So all the bandit trails lead back here. Prepare for fight. So we've got bandit guards, bandit archers, both common and elite. There is also bandit commander. So let's go for the adventure. And I'll try to kill them as smoothly as possible. So we've got 2 guards over here and also 1 elite archer. It would be nice to get over there. I do remember that I have this winged shoes, so with 1, 2, 3, 4 movement I could easily get over there and start attacking those guys. And with our Craig Heart I might use some area effects to damage all of them. So I need 4 movement card for Scoundrel and some nice attack. Open wound. I was wrong, it works perfectly fine. I just can't read because it states that the target has to be adjacent to any of my allies to work properly. So that's that. Unfortunately, Duelist Advance is only 3 movement card. I think I might use this Venom Sheath as my movement, and for the attack I think I use Open Wound anyway, because this is 4 damage. And for the Craig Heart, we have quite a lot of cards to choose from. I like this Avalanche, but we've got to position ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces away. We could do this with those boots, but I really like to keep them to get to the next room. So maybe the massive boulder would be a nice thing, especially that it infuses earth element. So it has range 3, 1, 2, 3, so that's enough. We don't need any additional movement. And maybe I'll use this Unstable Upheaval shield ability up front, just to reduce the damage during the whole dungeon run. So let's see what we've got here. The archer will try to move, but there will be no... I think that he or she could run away through the enemies. And bandits will move and attack, so probably they will focus on Craig Heart. But I'm not sure. Let's stick to the plan. So I want to use movement. And the question is if I prefer to poison the archer or just deal additional damage. I think it wouldn't matter anyway, so I will use this as a movement, and I want to be flying. go over there and skip the rest of the movement. I think I will use this open wound with this Warhammer, so we'll stun the archer and she won't run away. She's almost dead as well, so very nice. And with Craigheart I want to use this massive boulder for sure. And I think I don't need goggles right now, so I'll just target this enemy over here. So the archer is dead, and I will shield my allies. And our Scandriel will get 1 damage, but 2 shields, I believe, for the until the end of the next round. So. And it has proven to be a useless decision, but oh well, I couldn't know that. So right now we've got this one bandit over here, one over there. If Craigheart will... Can I do anything fancy? I could one-shot kill him with this blunt force, but I think that's a waste for this kind of enemy, but this is quite nice movement card as well. And what else can we do? I can attack and push him away. And what else? Oh, I like the crater attack to push him in attack and push him into the trap here or there. But to do this, I have to make sure I will have quite nice initiative. So I will use movement of this blunt force. And for our Scandriel, we've got one enemy over here. And next we would like to go to the next room, or we might just prepare with this single out. So we should be able to kill this bandit with flanking strike and use this single out secondary ability to make our next 4 attack more potent. So actually bandits will shield and retaliate, but I don't think that will matter. So, okay, so now we are ready to get to the next room. We don't need low initiative. We've got quite nice reserve of actions to choose from. Our Scondriel is having Cloak of Invisibility, so she could get inside, do some damage, and run away to safety. So I think of these throwing knives as my attack card, and maybe some nice movement card. Unfortunately, most of quick movement cards are already used. I think with this special mixture I should be able to get near at least one of the enemies in the next room. After that she will get invisible. Craigheart is far away from the doors, so he will be safe from most of should be safe from most of the opponents. So let's pick some nice movement card. I really like the flexibility we've got from Dirt Tornado and Sentient Growth with combination of our boots. So they are both ranged attacks, they are both area attacks. So let's do that. And I will move to the next room, see what's in there. So we've got, I believe, all of the enemies. Here is this bandit commander, so our final boss with 20 hit points. He appears to be, he's immune to immobilize, stun and curse. He is melee character, so let's maybe try and focus on the range ones. I have range 3 attack, so I could either get nearby this guy and poison him, or go over here and target both of them, but without poisoning. I would rather poison this guy than have the advantage on attacks. And now, should I use this? I use those goggles just to find out if advantage and disadvantage are negating each other, and it appears so because here you can see this yellow source. I believe this is the attack with the advantage, and there is neither purple nor yellow, so it would be a normal attack. And now question is, do I have to get invisible? So this archer will attack my Scandriel. This one, this is elite version, which will create additional trap next to me. Those guys will do nothing, they will just move. Oh, and They will have the ranged attacks, but I believe I'm outside of their range. And I think I'll keep this cloak for the more dire situation. I will get 3 damage, and here's trap, an additional 1 damage, and this should be it. So we've got lots and lots of traps, which might prove useful for us if we will use them smartly. So now we could move either 3 or 4 tiles. I mean 4 or 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so here or somewhere over there. And we could use either Sentient Growth to attack all 3 of them and deal them 2 damage, or use the Dirt Tornado to deal a little bit less damage, which should be enough to kill this bandit archer anyway. But uh, we will apply the muddle, and to do so we will have to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which isn't possible, so or 1, 2. Okay, so we will use this card for the movement, and I will use the boots. Do I want to get close to the archers or not? I think I do. Craigheart has quite a lot of hit points and also not so high movement, so I think it's better to get near the middle. And since we will be attacking 3 targets, I will use my goggles as well. And we've done something, I guess. Now, what can I do with Craigheart? I like this Heaving Swing because it's push ability, and we could utilize those traps set by the enemies. And I just wanted to make sure I could push the bandit commander. The other thing to consider are some area attacks like opposing strike, since later on there won't be enough of enemies to use them correctly. And what can we do for the movement cards? We could also use the secondary ability of Avalanche to force the enemies to move through the traps, but I don't think it's a good idea, or maybe it is. I don't. Let's try just for fun. I'll try to put an obstacle over here and there. That way there would be only a single hex way for the melee characters to get to us, and with the Scandriel, the duelist advance is nice, and then the thief's knack, I believe. But if I do so, and then get invisible, yes. So, okay, so the bandit commander will summon living bones, and I don't know where he will summon them, but I guess they will be over here. And then the bandit guard will move and attack. So I believe there will be no use of those traps, so we have to improvise. They will move one attack with power of 4, so quite powerful turn for the enemies. So I should have attacked this guard because he was staying by himself, and there would be some additional damage dealt. This one is healing for 5. And I don't think I have lost 5 hit points yet. So here are the living bones. I'll take those 2 damage. And what can we be doing here? So there are still archers which have quite nice range. I don't think the obstacles will prevent ranged attacks. I cannot really position myself that way. I could use the avalanche very effectively, except if I move into the trap, which I would like to avoid. I really don't like the options I have here. I think I will have to move there or here. I will take 3 damage and I will continue my movement over here. Now I will use this black sensor to muddle all the enemies around. And I have made mistake again. I wanted to use the avalanche to deal some damage here. Instead I have this pretty weak range attack. I might kill this guy. I haven't. So for the first time the Craigheart is the one which is in trouble. I think I have to burn one card. I cannot see the tooltip over here, but this is probably attack 3 immobilize, but it has quite nice initiative on it. I don't want to get rid of this opposing strike because I like the retaliate ability on it, and I like this push, so another 4 damage, and I guess another burned cards, this time discarded. I will burn Dirt Tornado. And I think I will burn this Earthen Club. This time I will take this damage and end the round. From our Scandriel I have to use Short Rest. And I'm okay-ish with losing this card. So, we are flanking this bandit boss right now, so I think this is the best possible time to use this flanking strike. And for our secondary, ability, I don't think we've got any super cool actions to choose from. We could poison this guy, and I think this is the thing we will go with. So the archers will move and attack, and then would be the Greyheart. Commander will move and range attack. Bandit guards will strengthen self. I believe this is giving him the advantage on the next attacks. And Living Bones will attack 2 targets. I don't think we could do anything special about this, so let's use and skip the movement, poison this guy. Five damage is nice. I will heal myself. 5 damage. So definitely we want to burn one card. It will be the Venom Sheath. Now we will take some damage. And now the Greyheart. So I will attack and push this bandit guy. For a moment I was afraid he cannot be pushed, and I will get some retaliation. So I'm really happy with this retaliation. I'm really happy with this muddle effect, but I'm not sure if I can make it. There are lots and lots of enemies. Craycard has to take short rest. Blunt force. We were planning on using this on the boss, but now he's almost dead, so okay. And now, do we have our crater is quite nice movement. It will deal 2 damage over here, then additional damage, let's say over there. Then we could do some pushing or avalanche or sentient growth or even massive boulder. There are lots and lots of options to pick from. The only thing is the Craigheart has quite low initiative. I will pick something like this because I'm thinking of infusing the earth element and also increasing the damage on my ranged attack, which Massive Boulder is, to better use some of the next turn's attacks, given that I will live that long. And for Scandriel, I think the goal would be to give the disadvantage to those guys. Maybe use the throwing knives to try to kill this guy, and so I need some movement. I really like all of the cards' primary abilities, so I don't know which I should. I think this is the way to do. So the Craigheart will be very last. Living Bones will move and attack for 0 to targets, so that's, I think, nice. The archers will attack and immobilize with very big range but not so big damage. The bandit commander has this movement and attack. The same goes for the bandit guards. Craigheart does have retaliation, so those two guys should focus on him and maybe get some damage. So yeah, and should I move over here and give disadvantage to those guys, or should I stay here and get +2 damage on my throwing knives targeting this guy? Or even this guy? Here I don't need additional damage, so I think I will just target this and this. And now I will move here to give disadvantage to those guys. Get this one damage. Oh, they are moving. I didn't think it through. And now I'm immobilized. Holy. Oh, this is 4 damage. I think I have to burn something. This will be the avalanche. Now, what can we do here to get the best use of our cards? I have this massive boulder which is useless. I have this heaving swing and I could kill one enemy with it. With 4 movement I could even get here, attack this guy and push him over there, which is the thing I'm gonna do. So we are quite close. There are 3 melee opponents, 1 ranged. Our Scandria is immobilized. Our Craigheart has retaliation. We are quite low on hit points and quite low on cards. Yeah, this is interesting. So Craigheart will pick those 2 cards anyway, and we'll have quite low initiative. So let's hope he will live long enough to have some use of them. I have this Sentient Growth with healing and moving, or Crater with movement and damaging adjacent enemies, which is probably quite nice, but what can we do with our Scandriel? We have only those 2 cards, so I could either deal 5 damage to this skeleton guy and hope I will kill him, or deal 4 damage and wound him. So the archer will move and deal some minor damage. Living Bones will move and attack 2 targets. The bandit guards will move and attack. And I'm thinking open wound, because even if it does less damage, I at least wouldn't burn this card and have a little bit more. So, fuck. So, 2 damage is, I think, acceptable. No damage is acceptable for sure. And here is retaliation. Okay. Double damage is not something I wanted to see. Uh, so I could either burn both of those cards or get 4 damage. I think I have to take the damage here. Now. Uh, we have some nice possibilities here. If I use this movement, I will deal 1 damage here, 1 damage here. And let's say I will go over there, so I will kill both of those guys. And then I could use it as heal and attack. Yeah, I think this is the way to do this. So once again, no luck there. So I have to use the short rest and take whatever I get. And get those 2 cards. And take the short rest with Scandriel. I'm okay with burning flanking strike. The question is, how can I be as effective as possible with the Scandriel? I think I will do something like this. So, the skeleton will shield and heal itself, which is good. The bandit archer, the idea is, will be dead by her turn, because I will move over there and poison her. Now open wound and kill her. Yes. And I get some gold. The skeleton guy is alive. So what can I do? What would be the best idea? I could use this as move and attack, for possibly dealing no damage. And then attack and push. or increase the damage by 1. No, this is a better idea. I will move over here. Skip the rest of the movement. Do no damage. Deal no damage again. And push the guy over here. So the Craigheart is probably unconscious. So he will take the long rest. And all that's left is our Scandriel. And she has to deal with the so the skeleton will try to heal itself. Do I run away or not? I do not. So skip. I'll get 2 damage. So close. So I have to take the short rest. Like her, this is plus 2 damage. I do care. I will redraw. And I could deal 6 damage with those 2 cards. And if I fail, I might get another chance. Yes, so close. So we did it. We get some gold out of it, some XP, and I believe we've completed the quest. The commander is slain. With the commander slain, you accept to find his hoard of stolen treasures, but are sorely disappointed to discover a number of scrolls with correspondence from a nearby cult leader. So we've got another quest to get to the depths of despair. You are well aware that magical research often requires a handy supply of gold, and after asking around, you discover the whereabouts of his hideout. So this is the same text as at the beginning of the game. The ancient manor house is hidden amongst the dense concentration of petrified trees. So this is the same. Oh, because this is the Shadowfield manor description. Surely, if the cultists are this indifferent about their security, they can't expect anyone is foolish enough to assault their stronghold. How wrong they are. Let's go. So we've got to this manor over here, and we could travel further, and for example to this Black Rock Asylum, but I think that's enough for one playthrough. Thanks for watching, see you next time.